Hello everyone, Matt Clark, research analyst with Money Markets here with our weekly Ask Us Anything series. Now in these videos, Adam, Charles, and I, we try to tackle all the questions that you send us. We can't get to all of them, but we try to get to as many as possible. And today, I'm going to answer a reader question about where to find profits in market turmoil. But first, I want to let you know that my good friend and Money Markets chief investment strategist, Adam O'Dell, and I know that many of you are worried right now, but don't fear. Adam has created a special system to help you beat back inflation, protect your wealth, and even profit from markets uncertainty. This is a recession-proof strategy that can help you make money regardless of what direction stocks are heading. You can forget about all the fear-mongering and breathe easy. And Adam's going to share everything you need to know during a special presentation on August 30th. Just click the link above here, and you can reserve your spot today to find out much more. Now, let's get on with today's Ask Us Anything series. Today's question comes from Chris, and he asks, you mentioned finding opportunity in any market in one of your Ask Us Anything videos. Where should I be looking now? Well, that's a great question, Chris. Thank you for asking. And here's how we can attack this. First, we can start by looking at the biggest sector movers in the market today. And then we can drill down even further and find top performing industries to narrow things down a bit. So let's start by looking at the biggest movers in the S&P 500. Now, there are 11 main sectors in the S&P 500, but I'm only focused on the 5 top performing ones. I don't want to look at the other ones. I just want to look at the ones that have performed the best. The energy sector tops them all with a 39.2% gain thus far in 2022. The sector's performance has been due to rising oil costs, despite some early supply chain issues. The costs have come down a little bit, but energy stocks continue to push their way through all that. Along those lines, utility stocks have also performed well this year, up 8.2%. This is largely due to increasing natural gas prices. However, the signing of the Inflation Reduction Act recently by President Biden could add to these gains, as utilities now have an incentive to start adopting more renewable energy production. Consumer staple stocks are down 0.6% to date, but have started to pick up a little bit of steam thanks in large part to inflation and recession fears in the market. Healthcare and industrials round out the top 5 performing sectors of the S&P at negative 5.7% and negative 5.9% respectively. But now we can take that and we can drill down even deeper and look at what industries are performing the best this year. Industries make up these market sectors, and there are between 4 and 15 different industries within a particular sector. Now, as you can see from this chart here, oil, gas, and consumable fuel market is the best performer of the group, up 41.3% year to date. Construction and engineering has moved up 25.7% higher due to construction material costs ticking up, and energy equipment and services are up 15.4%, pulled along by the broader jump in the energy sector. So now let's focus on those 3 industries right there, and we can start off with oil, gas, and consumable fuel. Now, the chart I'm showing you here is the Dow Jones U.S. Oil and Gas Index over the last, from year to date. We can focus on the performance from June 2022 to now. The index reached a high in early June, but pared back as broader market headwinds push back on stocks in general. But since mid-July's low of 561, which is an index value, the index has clawed back up 15.6% and continues to show signs of going higher. So this is a good sign to see in this particular industry. Now let's look at construction and engineering. The S&P 500 Construction and Engineering Index shows the industry had a strong start to the year before paring back gains in May. It rallied back into July, but then fell off slightly at the end of the month. Now the index is making a strong push to reach and pass its 52-week high from late July. This indicates that there is more strength in the industry ahead. And now finally, we can look at the energy equipment and services industry. Now this chart shows the movement of the S&P 500 Energy Equipment and Services Index. The industry was buoyed by the strength in the broader energy sector, but we can see demand for equipment and services start to taper a bit, despite continued strength in the broader sector. So in all, I would say oil, gas, and consumable fuel, along with construction and engineering, are good places to look right now, Chris. But that doesn't mean that other sectors and industries won't rise in the future. The key message here that I have is that there's always ways to find profit, even in market turmoil. And as I mentioned earlier, Adam has created a system that does just that. It helps you make money regardless of what direction stocks are heading. He's going to unveil this on August 30th, and you can click on the link above here to reserve your spot and find out all you need to know during this special presentation. And thank you for asking your question, Chris. Know that Adam, Charles, myself, and our entire team are always on the lookout for adaptable, profitable investment opportunities in any market condition. That's all for this week's Ask Us Anything. Remember, if you do have a question about the market or the economy or maybe a particular stock or really anything else, you can email your question to feedback@moneyandmarkets.com. We'll flash that right down below. If we use your question in any of our upcoming videos, we're going to hook you up with some cool Money and Markets gear for free. We've got hats, we've got t-shirts like this one, we've got sweatshirts as well. And you get hooked up with that by submitting your question, us using it in any of our upcoming videos here on YouTube. Don't forget about moneyandmarkets.com. Every day we provide you safe, sound, smart, simple, and adaptable information to boost profits in your portfolio. You can check out my Stock Power Daily. Every day I share with you one highly rated stock that's poised to beat the market by 3 times over the next 12 months. That and our Stock Power rating system are all available for you to use for free at moneyandmarkets.com. I'm Matt Clark, research analyst from Money and Markets. Until next time, everyone, safe trading.